What's up everyone, John from ARTV. Today I have the unfortunate displeasure of bringing you another episode of Rap Gone Wrong because today I have to talk about 6ix9ine, aka Tekashi 6ix9ine, aka Daniel Hernandez. His career has been plagued with controversy from the start, and though he got his start, I guess, on SoundCloud in 2014, 2015, uploading rap songs there, he didn't really break through until last year's hit song, Gummo.
I don't want it, you can keep the horse, you feeding for some more. In New York, my niggas don't merely rock my niggas money.
Not only is 6ix9ine's music absolute garbage, train wreck music that I'm not sure how anyone gets any kind of pleasure from, he's also a horrible human being, a liar, and somebody who has consistently just covered up details, left things out, and also made himself out to be kind of a victim in a situation where he should never be looked at as a victim. Oh, you're not familiar with Tekashi 6ix9ine? Well, let me familiarize you. You've got this Skittle-looking dude. I know last time we talked about a rapper, Lil Xan, who thought that the pussy tasted like Skittles. Now we actually get the full bag. We have to look at this ugly mug. I'm sorry to tackle his appearance there, but seriously, you know why this is done. He does things to get people's attention. In fact, just 2 years ago, here's a clip from his music video where you can see that he doesn't have the face tats, he doesn't have the multicolored hair, and he decided that the best way to go viral is to do crazy stuff to get people talking, whether that be good or bad. He clearly has a jigsaw obsession, considering he often wears them on his necklace. He has him literally tattooed on his face, which is the stupidest fucking thing ever. But I don't know, maybe that's cause for concern. That's maybe a little red flag in my book, because you think about what Jigsaw from the Saw movies did, the way that he tortured, killed people, the things that Tekashi 6ix9ine has been involved with, and the fact that on his track with Nicki Minaj, Fefe, he literally says, people say they killing people, but I really fucking do it. He's literally just putting it out there, basically saying that everybody else says that they actually kill people, I actually do it. The fact that people aren't maybe looking into this a little bit more, considering his past, is a little bit baffling to me. The biggest thing out there that I have against 6ix9ine, other than the fact that he seems like a moron, just the way that he talks, the way that he presents himself in interviews, it seems like he hasn't got a clue in terms of how the real world functions. He lives in his own fantasy world where drugs aren't illegal, you know, everybody's just turning up and oh, I didn't know that she was just 13 years old, and in fact, he continued on in this interview that he gave with a famous DJ, where he continues to talk about the fact that, oh, I was 17, she was, I don't know how old she was, he says that she was 14, she was actually 13, and guess what? He was 18. In fact, he pleaded guilty to a sexual act with a child. The fact that he pleaded guilty, it is on record, in court, that this happened, and that now he has a top 10 hit. He's had a ton of music videos get over 100 million views, and people actually want to work with him. This is horrible, and it needs to stop. We are enabling somebody that does horrible things and takes advantage of people and does anything to gain buzz. The fact that that video has over 80,000 likes and only around 4,000 dislikes is mind-blowing. As I sat through and watched that entire 20-minute interview, it seems like he's just repeating himself. He keeps saying, you know what I'm saying, sounding like the Skittle version of J-Rock from Trailer Park Boys. And not that this is something to make jokes about, because it's very serious stuff, but still, the way that he circles and dances around the topics consistently leaves out evidence that did happen. The fact that there are videos, which I cannot show you here, but if you want to Google it, you can. I just don't understand how anyone would want to be associated with him, or why anyone, especially in 2018, given the circumstances and the way that our nation is trending in terms of, I don't know, calling people out and holding people responsible, how does anyone think that 6ix9ine is a good idea? Oh yeah, I know why, because he's bringing in the views, and that is all these record labels and everybody else cares about. Nobody should be promoting him. So he pled guilty to using a 13-year-old child in a sexual performance. It's seen on video. He's slapping her ass and acting like he's thrusting behind her, which is just disgusting. In the same interview, he claims that, oh, the child wasn't touched and I wasn't trying to do anything. I never had any intention of doing anything to her, even though his friend is actually getting oral sex in the video. It's just mind-blowing. I'm not going to sit here and harp on the details that you may have already heard, though. I want to move on to the fact that his music is also garbage, that I don't understand how anyone gets behind. It's not like, oh, this happened to some saint out there, like, I don't know, Ed Sheeran got accused of these things and everyone liked him and thought he was a sweetheart before, so it's like they're a little bit more forgiving. No, this is Tekashi 6ix9ine, who talks about trying to sell heroin outside of hotels, talks about his gang and everything like this, doing things on the streets. I mean, you could say that, oh, it's gang life, I don't understand. It's life on the streets, I don't understand. I don't want to understand. I don't want to understand these horrible things. I don't want to understand this place that he comes from that would make him do these things that are so despicable. And he talks about them, brags about them even in his music, and the way that he screams, shouts, and just kind of has no presence or talent whatsoever on his songs is mind-blowing. In fact, it's clear that he has nothing to say because his debut album, Day 69, is only 27 minutes in length. And these songs are like 1 to 3 minutes max, and it's just him rambling about the same shit. In fact, he'll scream, "Scum Gang," at the start of every song. Maybe that should be changed a little bit. Maybe we should switch that up to Chain Gang, because this dude should be in fucking jail. Oh, you're gonna call me a hater. I'm just a hater. You're hating on him. You're trying to oppress him. Yeah, you're damn right that I am. You're damn right that I want somebody to be held accountable. You're damn right that I want somebody to be locked up, interrogated, and continuously questioned for the things that they have done in their life and brought them to this point. It's clear that he doesn't give a fuck about anybody. Oh, he loves his fans. He tweets about it, John. Okay, you turn it off. You separate the art from the artist. With somebody like 6ix9ine, it's literally all over his music. His music is stained with this. It is littered with this. So how are you separating if there's no line to be drawn? I suffered through his music to actually give it a shot so that I could talk about it, so I could discuss it for this video, so that I could say that I'm not just blindly hating on something that I haven't heard. And it's pretty much just as horrible as him. I don't want to make something like a sexual act with a child seem not horrible, because these are two different things. But he's horrible in a personal sense, but also in a musical sense. As I listen to some of his hit songs like Gummo, Billy, and Kiki, I just couldn't believe really what I was hearing. The fact that people get into this. I tried listening to it by myself. I tried listening to it in the car. I tried listening to it at the gym. And it didn't do anything. It just sat there and existed. And I felt like I was listening to somebody ranting about something and screaming things that they don't even really know what they're saying. They're just circling. It's like a shark swimming in circles but never truly attacking. And that's how 6ix9ine comes across to me in general. He talks about everybody talking on the internet and, oh, everybody's running their mouths, but, you know, I'm the one that will speak out. This now 22-year-old man just beefs with everybody for the spotlight. In fact, he's a total attention whore. He beefs with Drake, Trippie Redd, his former friend, and so many other people, even The Game. He dissed him on stage. What are you dissing The Game for, man? You're dissing people who could be your dad, and you're over here just trying to stir up controversy so that you will continue to dominate the charts, to have people's name talking about you. And unfortunately, here I am talking about you, doing something that I really don't want to do, and I put this off for a while now, but honestly, it doesn't seem like enough people are talking about this, and people are like, oh, this is in his past, and people are starting to forget. I'm here to remind you that these things happen. He pled guilty. He did horrible things, and these are not things that just deserve to go away overnight, especially if the person is not showing any signs of remorse. In fact, he gives excuses rather than reasons as to why. And I hate those excuses. I hate the fact that they continue to stack up. I hate the fact that he continues to be a presence in the music industry and that especially women work with him. I'm looking at you dead in the face, Nicki Minaj. The new track Fefe is something that is taking over right now. It's landed in the top 5 of the Billboard charts, and I listened to the song. He's a little bit more calm on this one, but still, it's something that I would never listen to again. I heard it 3 times for the sake of this video. I watched the music video too, and I really genuinely don't understand how Nicki Minaj can post something calling 6ix9ine a sweetheart, somebody who is so genuine and kind and sweet, when he's literally talking about hoes and objectifying women, and that's not just all of it. He's just doing all of these things, and you know his past, and you still work with him. Still, all of these people work with him. However, sometimes that flame that he holds for wanting attention can bite back, and bite back it did on July 22nd when he was beaten down, pistol whipped, kidnapped, and robbed. I'm definitely somebody that is capable of empathy for really most people, but honestly, when this happened, I felt no remorse at all. Did I want him to get hurt? Absolutely not. But karma is a thing, don't you think? What comes around comes back around, and this pistol whipped him right in the head. And it didn't seem to make him wake up at all because he just kept on doing what he was doing, and it's like he'll never learn. And at this point, I have to leave you with a warning and an encouragement to say, do not forget, do not let this continue to slide, because most of the mainstream, they're so ignorant that they will believe whatever is fed to them. If he says he didn't do it, all of his fans are like, oh, he didn't do it. See, he said it right there. Well, guess what? I could say that I didn't do a lot of things, and it's like anybody could, I guess, right? And you're just gonna believe it? Especially when you can literally break down the way that he's talking, his body movements, everything seems so forced, like he's definitely nervous or hiding something or not sharing all of the details. And at this point, I think he believes his own lies. A lot of rappers do that. They build themselves up, give themselves the clout or whatever. But now here he is actually believing his own lies that he's spoon-fed to the masses, and now he's feeding them back to himself. And guess what? He's swallowing them down pretty easy these days, and it seems like he's cruising at a smooth altitude. That's very unfortunate. Please do not support this artist. The music industry is so fucked anyways. That's a rant for a different day, but I'm just gonna wrap it up there. Fuck 6ix9ine, and if you're a supporter and defender of his actions, then fuck you too. That's how I feel about it. I'm very passionate and heated over this topic, as you can see, and I know that Rap Gone Wrong a lot of times isn't meant to focus on a person's life, but nobody is talking about this shit. They're talking about his riches, the fact that, oh, he made it, he blew up, and you think that's a good thing? You think that that's something to aspire to? Well, guess what? A lot of kids do, and now they're going to look up to him and want to be this crazy rainbow grilled dude that takes advantage of people. And that is not a good thing. That's not a good example to set for people. That's where I stand. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Please drop a like on the video, and if you have other suggestions for me to cover on Rap Gone Wrong, then let me know in the comments. Thanks for bearing with me through that rant. It is my opinion, of course, but I do feel strongly. Look into it for yourselves. I'll provide some links down below. If you want to find anything else for me down below, socials, Patreon, everything like that, there's a link in the description or else annotation in the corner. Another episode of Rap Gone Wrong right here, another recent review here. Other than that, I'll see you soon for more on ARTV.